Hey guys, what is going on? So today we have a very special appearance from Carlos. He's a really good friend of mine, and he actually went from $5,000 a month from someone else's program, and he came into ours and went to 90,000. And over here, I'm not trying to call other programs out, but I will say it. Our program is more superior than others in our way, and I want to just let Trevor say what's up. And I know a lot of people think that, like, why come to our program?
Hey, what's up, everyone? So this video will go over how Carlos went from 5K a month to over 90K in just 1 month working with us one-on-one. And I know a lot of you guys have this question, and it's like, what makes us stand out? Because as time passes on, there's a lot of high-ticket e-com programs out there. So what makes us stand out? And the truth is that Carlos came from a competitor's program, and I actually came from the same competitor's program. And as he watched the video in the interview, he points out one of the biggest problems in the competitive program, which is the advice can be good, but there's lack of direction for each person. Because with high ticket e-commerce, you can follow the same format, but the advice has to be personalized for each individual store. Because every store is in different industries, so we need that advice to be personalized. So Carlos will go over like how and why the competitor's program didn't work, and after going into the one-on-one program with the high-ticket e-com launchpad, that he was able to take a store essentially 5K to 90K in just 1 month. Let's go into the video. And today we have Carlos with us today, a client inside of the program. Carlos, why don't you kind of introduce yourself, where you're from, and kind of like how you got into high-ticket e-commerce?
That's a really great question. Hi everyone, my name is Carlos. I'm 20 years old. I'm currently from Colombia. Um, basically, I got to know Trevor from his YouTube channel. I was looking for more information regarding how to do high ticket e-commerce, and I happened to find his channel. I was amazed initially for the great value that I noticed that he provided his content. So I was curious, and after that, I sign up like in the community program they have, which is like a monthly subscription, and then I start to attend the different weekly meetings they do regarding Google Ads or motivation calls, which are really good also, which are really great also, and after that, after seeing all the value they provide, I just decided to go into the program, which was completely game changer for me because honestly I already had like a store but wasn't getting like results that I was expecting to get, because I had other program initially which helped me with the initial steps, but at the moment of actually being profitable with my store, I was getting issues and wasn't being able to do that, so I started looking for alternative ways, and that way I found Trevor, and that's basically it for the e-commerce program. And
Mhm.
also, now me as an entrepreneur, I always been entrepreneur. So a couple of years ago I started doing websites, because when you want to create a new project, you always start with a website. I don't know, maybe a dropship store or agency website for providing services. So I was trying to do like new businesses, and all of them require a website because all of them are online, and all of them fail. So the only thing that I learned from that was the how to create websites. So based on that, I started offering my services on freelance platforms like Fiverr and so on. And I specialize on offering like real estate websites, and that helped me a lot to grow. And that's was a phase of my life. They already closed, being a freelancer. After that, I started doing other ventures, getting a couple of savings, and once I got a couple of savings, I discovered the high ticket ecom, and that way I start with my store, and then I meet Trevor, and here I am.
The most important thing that you sometimes think that you know everything, like your ego tells you like, hey,
Yeah.
you are an expert, you already know how to do everything. But once you get to the coaching, you'll start like realizing that there's a lot of things that you were not even like you didn't even notice before, that are there, and that are literally the reasons that takes your business to maybe 10K month to 100K month. And that's basically like the most powerful thing. also being, like around it, um, like people, which is like 7 mid-figure owners. I think that's like the best thing. Because I mean, if you are like in your town or your home, you're not going to be surrounded to these
Yeah.
kind of people. And on the coaching, you are around a lot of people that is like eager, that is learning, that is improving, that is better than you, that is in the same path as you. So you do a lot of connections and also surround yourself, learn a lot, and I think that's valuable. I mean, that's like one of the reasons people go to universities, but this is like only the good part, and also learning something that it's way better and than going to college or things like that. And I think that's like the most valuable thing. And of course, all the value is provided on the people program. I really feel that it's been like game changer for me.
Have you
That's
made
it.
your first sale yet?
What?
Have you made your first sale yet?
Yeah, for sure. I made a couple of sales already, and with the help of Trevor, I was able to get even a 10K order on only one day. So that's amazing.
How? When was that? It was like this past weekend, right?
Yes, past weekend, yes.
How did it feel? Like, where were you at? What happened? Like, just like let's relive that moment real quick. Like, what happened? Where were you at?
Well, I was on my setup on my bedroom, and I received a call from a customer asking for a specific product. My English is not the best. I was a little bit nervous, but I tried to help him, and I sent him an invoice to his email. And then I was like 30 minutes later, I was working on my computer. From all of a sudden, I just heard touching, and I checked the notification. It was,
Dopamine.
yeah, exactly, a full shot of dopamine. And then I just checked, and it was a 10K order from your online store, just like that. And it was amazing, honestly.
Man, those sales feel the best. But Carlos, you've been grinding, bro. Like you show up every week. You're actively just asking questions. Like you're a role model. And I say this to you. I say this to people that rewatch these calls. Actually, spend the time to care about what I say.
Amazing. So I guess that was a lot of information. Did you always were into entrepreneurship and business when you first started, or was there something else that kind of sparked your interest in entrepreneurship to kind of begin your journey? If that makes sense.
Well, it's weird because I think this comes from as a kid. I mean, when I was 4 years old, I was looking videos on how to be millionaire, how to make money, how to get rich,
Right.
and things like that. When my friends were like, doing completely different things, not into that, I was like a weirdo saying that way. So I started like diving into all these things, and it bring me to a lot of things that which maybe didn't succeed, but I learned a lot. I then became a freelancer, which helped me to make my first money online. I wasn't being entrepreneur there, but I still had like this entrepreneur soul. I don't know how to name that.
Mhm.
And then when experience meets opportunity, I was already with experience in certain areas, maybe marketing, web design, and I happened to start other businesses, other ventures, and start saving more money and so on. I mean, it's a process. It's like
Yeah.
it's a full process. You don't wake up with, I don't know, knowing anything about anything, and
Mhm.
then have all the skills to launch a business. I mean, it's something that you learn along the way. So basically, that's it.
100%. I agree with you. Like, entrepreneurship is not like overnight. You have to build upon it, and like different events in your life spark you to do different. Like you said, you started multiple businesses before then, and all of them failed. Just like me, I failed
Yeah,
so many
okay.
businesses.
Just like that.
Exactly. I think everyone kind of comes with that background. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's super interesting. How did you initially discover high ticket e-commerce in the first place? Did you have like a low ticket store, or is this your first time doing e-com?
Well, I had a low ticket store. I currently have it still,
Hmm.
selling other type of services. But I was like with the idea that there is something better with high ticket, with selling high ticket in general. I wouldn't say like ecom, maybe high ticket services, high ticket sales. I don't know. you see on TikTok a lot of different people talking about high ticket. I got interested on it, honestly. And then I met the high ticket drop shipping, which honestly caught me attention a lot because, as I told you before, when a couple of years ago when I started doing other businesses, I one of those businesses that I tried was doing the normal drop shipping from China. I
Mhm.
mean, that was like around 2019, so it was like still maybe popular. I tried that and it failed. I tried the typical Facebook ads, AliExpress product from China, selling the how's that the moon lamps. I don't know. I tried selling that,
Yeah.
so it didn't work, and other products as well. And I always had like this thing about doing drop shipping, doing like selling something. And once all the experience, all these years came up, and once I got like savings and maybe more knowledge, a lot of more knowledge on doing websites, on marketing in general, and other things that make me more comfortable on taking like bigger steps. I tried. I decided to try high ticket ecom.
Amazing. I think a lot of people can relate. Like you start a low ticket store, you sell like the popular products, moonlights, sunset lamps, and all those low
Yeah,
ticket products. I remember there's like the lion bracelet. That's when low ticket was like at the peak in 2017. But
yeah.
yeah, super interesting. I guess you also mentioned that you joined like you bought like a course about high ticket dropshipping. I guess what were your bottlenecks? Because I didn't actually know about this. What were your bottlenecks from that course? We're not going to name names, but like what was missing, and then what were you kind of struggling with prior to joining? If that makes sense.
Well, I would say the personalization, because there's like a lot of people on that program, and
Hmm.
I mean the program's good. I'm not gonna lie, they help you with initial steps and everything till you create your store, you launch your ads, you get your suppliers and everything. But once you need to dial in on your ads to see like what's going on, why I'm not getting sales, why I'm spending $1,000 on ads and not getting sales, or what do I need to adjust? It's my offer, it's my website, it's my ads, like all these little adjustment that can make a huge difference. It's difficult to get like the proper help because it's you and there are like 50, 70, 100, 200 more students.
Hmm.
So they give like general advice for everybody, or they have the models, the course, and it's fine, it helps. For some people that will be enough to make it done, but for others it's difficult.
I
So I
agree.
find myself in a way where I was, maybe like kind of dismotivated or desperate because I was spending 1,000, 2,000 per month and basically losing money. So
Mhm.
that was the thing that got me to start looking somewhere else, initially YouTube, and then I found your videos and basically meet your program and everything.
Hmm. Yeah, I do remember when you joined the program. Like we had a quick call, which was like you were spending like 2,000, I believe, on ads, and you made like 5,000 in sales, right, for June or May when you first joined, correct?
Yeah, yeah, and even before that, I was spending even more, making sales, but just losing money, losing a couple hundreds per month. So
Okay.
that's why I tried something else and tried to look for other alternatives.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, so prior to that, those were the challenges. I guess after we made those changes, and then we'll go over like what changes you made, what were like your previous results, and then after you made like those changes that were kind of personalized to your store, like what were the results before, and then like your current results.
Do you mean like the changes that I did, that we did?
Yeah, I mean, besides the changes, like were you able to go from 5K to what were you able to achieve like last month in results?
Well, I would say basically the ads and also the offer, also the systems, because you need to get, well, at least for me, it worked a lot. It worked a lot, the CRM, because it's like phone test based.
Hmm.
So even if the customer leaves the website, I'm still talking with them through SMS, or they can call me back if anything happens, and I can even follow up. That helps a lot to close more deals, honestly. and also setting up the email marketing strategy, the abandoned checkouts, the welcome series, everything. The abandoned checkout, abandoned cart, that helps a lot as well. And I would say mainly have a different offer. I mean, if someone else offer, I don't know, 50 off, 100 off, maybe offering doing something that different than them will help you to stand out from the competence. And this combined with a really good website and really good ads, keeping optimizing the ads daily. I mean, there are many elements um, that influence the results. So I would say all of these components helps you to achieve great results.
Yeah.
And that's what I would say is the difference. Because before I wasn't doing any of that. I was just launching ads and trying to get sales just because I was launching ads. So that's the difference actually.
Got it. So you kind of went from launching ads to kind of tweaking the offer, the website, the back end.
Yeah.
Um, I believe you went from like 5K to 90K, right, in a single month.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
most
the
people.
better change, the better change was going from I think it was 5,000 to 7,000, basically more than 7,000 in 1 month. Yeah, it was a
Amazing.
completely different month, honestly, just because doing these little adjustments.
Yeah, like those little adjustments that literally like blew your business up kind of overnight. Did you like when you were running the store like last month, did you kind of expect it to take a huge jump in revenue, or you didn't kind of see it coming?
Honestly, I kind of not seen coming because I was still putting the work to get it done, but I see it in a way that it's like, I don't know, maybe exponential. If you do little changes that make all the machinery that to work efficiently, that help you to go from here to here.
Yeah.
And basically that would happen for me. Doing these little adjustments helped me to basically that everything made sense and start working efficiently, and that boosts my sales. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's it.
That's great. Like, thank you for sharing the insight. Like, what kind of blew your business up with those like small changes. I guess um, besides like those changes, what else inside the program kind of helped you overcome those challenges that you didn't have in the previous program? I know you mentioned like the personalization. Was there anything about the ad strategy or anything else that kind of helped as well?
Well, also that I noticed that there is like more content or more specialization in the Google Ads part. I
Hmm.
mean, I learned a couple of things that I didn't learn in the other program, which helped me a lot to dial in specifically on the ads and see what products are making sales, which ones are spending more, are overspending, and so on, and things like that. Also, like as I mentioned before, the little adjustments on the SMS, on the systems, on the workflows, that helps you to be faster, to be more efficient. All those things help me a lot. And as I mentioned before, the personalization. I mean, it's completely different. The I don't know the knowledge, the expertise from your experience that can make basically. I mean, your experience and yourself dial in your store to help you to grow. I think it's. I mean, it has. I mean, it's really valuable for me,
Hmm.
honestly.
Yeah, and one thing I guess we forgot to mention is like you're in a very competitive industry for high ticket. We're not going to say which
Yeah,
industry, but like it is pretty competitive. There's a lot of sellers and online stores that you're kind of
yeah.
competing
I would say one of the most popular niches. So it's very competitive, and that was something that put me, I don't know, like was like this motivated me, because I was like, okay, this niche is competitive, but even though we were able to stand out and increase the sales, so that's something that I'm really excited about it, and keep working, keep doing the hard work, and basically keep moving the needle forward.
Yeah, because if you can make it in the competitive industry, your second or your third store later down the line, it's going to be a
Yes.
breeze. You're going to skyrocket in sales as soon as you launch, essentially.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because I know you have another store. Is that kind of um, not your priority for now? You're just mainly focused on the main
Yeah,
store.
it's not my priority because I think it's better to put 100% focus on one thing to make it work and to scale it and make things right. Once the store is completely outsourced, I might try to look into their store. But for now, I want to at least have my first sales representative that I know that everything is under control there, so I can maybe jump into other store.
Yeah, makes sense. You're still taking the the sales calls for now
Yeah,
for the right?
yeah, I'm basically taking everything. I always, I'm near the phone, so if I get a call or SMS, I'm there to reply as quick as possible. And that helps me a lot to close more deals because normally I receive, for example, an email, a customer asking about a specific product. I reply in 5 minutes, and they're like, "Oh, okay, this is great. It's really helpful," and they ended up purchasing. They ended up purchasing with me. So that makes the difference. At least when you don't have a sales representative, you need to be um, very responsive. Once I get the sales representative, that will be easier. That will be something that I can outsource and forget. But for now, I need to be pretty and pay a lot of attention on that.
Hmm. Yeah, I know a lot of people that it's their last thing that they outsource because it's kind of like a make or break part of your business. If you hire someone that isn't good at sales for your business, then your sales could literally tank. And that's like one of the mistakes I made early on is I hired a customer service instead of a sales VA. So
Got it.
yeah, do you have like any VAs that are uploading products or is it um
Yeah, I actually have currently two BAs. Uh, One helps me with everything related to product uploads, and if I need to change product, I need to update descriptions. If I need to add like custom variations to each product, all these work when you have like more than 100 products, 200 products, 300 products. That's something that can take most of your time, and it's not something that is really valuable in terms of what's going to make more money for the business. So it's something that I delegate for employee that I have, and the other one is not an employee; it's more like a freelance. It helps me with calling suppliers. Um, I get to close more suppliers that way because I don't like to call them. I usually email them, but they help me like to open like the door for me to then send emails,
mhm.
and it's different. It helps me a lot to increase more. So I have these two BAs, and more than that, I'm doing the rest: ads and sales.
Amazing. Yeah. At least for now, I don't think you need a sales VA because your AOV is also really high. So it's not that many orders per month. So
Yeah,
that's the
exactly.
benefit. You can kind of manage the orders for now.
Yeah. Once I get like more sales, more amount of sales, I will consider to get a BA. But for now, my focus is to try to scale more the store and maybe dive into SEO or something like that to really boost the results.
Yeah. Is your plan with the stores just to keep it and eventually sell it, or is it kind of like a cash flow move?
I honestly, I wouldn't sell it. I mean, I think that if we build something, I want to keep it and make it work and make it profitable, and maybe then outsource it completely and build more on other niches. That's something that I really dream about, or that I would like really to do, is to have like different stores, different niches. Like a conglomerate of e-commerce. I call it that way. I think it will be
Mhm.
cool.
Amazing. Yeah. Great vision. I guess the last question is like, what would you say to people that are not aware of e-commerce or even aware of e-commerce that are like looking to do like what you did? Like, do you have any advice for other people? Because I know a lot of people just look at these videos, but they never actually take action, never build a store, reach out to suppliers, and they're just sitting on the sidelines. Do you have any advice to those people?
Well, I would say that there's an opportunity right now. I know high ticket dropshipping is not that popular, so I wouldn't wait too much to start putting the work on it. There's a lot of opportunity here, a lot of niches. There's tons of niches that are really good that you can try. That with Trevor help, you can literally find the right niche, do it everything the right way since the beginning. So I would encourage you really to, start putting the work on it, and don't. I mean, do it right now. Don't wait till it's late.
Yeah, definitely don't wait, because as time passes on, I'm sure it's going to get more and more people that are starting it, but also it
Yeah,
weeds out the people that are like non-serious. People might start the store, but then they might see, hey, it's a lot more work than I anticipated. I'm just going to give up. And
yeah,
definitely a good portion of those people that you know
yeah.
really.
Also,
Mhm.
I would add the following. It is most people they will create their stores based on only YouTube or what they find online, and as Trevor mentioned, they are not going serious. Which, if you, for example, start with a program that is really serious with you and will help you like hand to hand to make it work, you get like a ton of uh, like a ton of difference in terms of knowledge, results, and you will learn a lot, and you'll be like doing even better than most store owners. That will definitely help you, even though it's still like a lot of competence. As with my
Mhm.
case, on my niche there's a lot of competence. Just with being with Trevor and dial in on what I was doing wrong, it helped me to basically stand out. And maybe other people would say this niche won't work, but for me it's working. Basically, thanks to Trevor.
Amazing. Yeah, thank you for the kind words.
Thanks,
It's
Trevor. Pleasure is mine. Have a good day.